Yo, do we have a biggins today, man? A massive horror action figure unboxing. I'm telling you, we are covering every single ground. It don't matter if you're talking about Michael Myers ends, or other words, Halloween ends, Chucky TV series, his son, whoever the crap you ever named in that category, you're about to see and get dissected in this massive unboxing. So be sure to drop a like if you guys enjoy horror, and also, let me know which horror monster of all time is your favorite. For me in particular, I'm kind of leaning towards the good guy, right? Chucky, the man that came back in the TV series just to give you the damn middle finger. Look at this. Chucky dripping on the ooze. He is sipping on the goose, and he even got his needles. Look at that. The man is fully equipped. He is locked and ready with this brand new NECA figure. If you guys haven't checked this out, that is correct. This is based on the brand new TV series, which I'm going to tell you, you're going to have so many different looks to play around with. This interchangeable scan will actually fit on your old good guy dolls, which is awesome. I love it. You can play around with it. You can make like a massive army if you collected all of the NECA figures, and the main difference that you will notice too will be the overalls. You'll notice that on the new TV series, it has a darker tint versus the old version. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite scan out of the four. Like, look at the gruesomeness. Like, they've brought gruesomeness in Chucky before, but nothing quite like this. You can see the way that it seeps into the rest of the outfit, how the interchangeable arm has got all that mangled love that you guys were asking for. I know you guys want to keep seeing more. Now, as you guys know, Halloween, it ends, right? It's over. It's long gone, but it doesn't mean that we can't cover where it all started, right? Young Michael, old Michael, which one do you guys prefer? At the end of the day, this is where the story started, and this is actually based off a 2-pack. You guys need to drop a like, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I feel like NECA needs to re-release this. This figure, it has been well overdue. The rarity on it too, it came in a 2-pack. It was him. You get the tombstone right there with Judith, and then right here, check this out. This is based off a custom, which is pretty insane. Now, as you guys know, the guy got burnt. He got burnt to a crisp. This guy went through hell and high water, and he ended up making his return. And there's actually the later version, which I believe it's late October, early November, where they're going to end up releasing the actual version of this. This right here is mainly based on inspiration from what we did see right there from the movie, with a little bit of touchy-touchies, with a little bit of paint apps, and with Pennywise. Now, check this out. This one right here, I never found in the wild. This is based off the GameStop exclusive, and the scans, oh man, you guys are gonna love it. I was messing around with all of them. The bloody version, that's what you're gonna get right here. That's gonna be the main difference that's gonna distinguish this Pennywise from what we've seen in the past. That additional accessory, I do believe that came off the Ultimate. You had a whole bunch of different stuff to mess around with. There is not all that much blood when it comes to the back end. You're gonna notice most of it, it's gonna be located up front. Now this one, this is kind of like a fix-up in its own right. Now, if you guys recall, the accessory pack that we did see with Pennywise did come with the darker scan, which was kind of actually based off him creeping right there through the sewers. And that actually works pretty good. It fits on there right. The same style of peg that we did see in it, you will get right there with this Pennywise. Really freaking awesome. Now, this right here. Now we can finally talk about this. A lot of people were asking this for this figure in particular, like, bro, where the crap did you find this? I've been seeking, I've been searching. Funko actually released it. It was actually based off a 2-pack. It wasn't a 2-pack. It was 2 figures in one, which, yes, this one right here, the Spider Pennywise, they were kind of like a 2 set in one. They both came together, but I feel like as an individual piece, bro, this is insanity. Like, this kind of goes hand in hand right there with that ripped up arm. Now, this giant spider, we tried replicating this right there with Freddy Krueger in that Royal Rumble setup, but I feel like this, in its own right, dude, Funko was doing it right. Look at this massive rear end, bro. You want to talk about junk in the trunk? I think that definitely puts you at a different category. Now, next up, this is based off the brand new lineup. This is Phantom of the Opera, which I do believe there's also a cape that does go along with this. This man's like, where the hell is my cape? Horror figs, showing up horror figures, and he ain't showing my damn cape. Well, I'll show your nice outfit, bro, because I feel like this is clean. It is a nice finish, but Leatherface can be like, get the hell out of my frame. because we are talking about horror. Now, the one that we've covered right here on the channel before, it was based off the actual scan, but this is kind of based off that lad, or take that back, not the lad, but the lady that creeped up in the house like, oh yeah, let's go exploring. Let's go see what Leatherface is all about. Next thing you know, all of her damn blood has been covered right there on the apron. I love that. Now, Billy coming back right here in Jigsaw coming up, which I believe it's already hit theaters. This one is actually based off his most recent release. I think this is also based off Funko. Let's check the bottom. We got NECA, we got 2022 Lionsgates, and they also included the tricycle. Like, how the hell are you not going to include the tricycle when we're talking right there about your boy Billy? Oh my gosh, you guys, those eyes. I feel like if you were to put someone into a nightmare, this would be the right figure to do it up, bro. I love that. Next up, we got to continue the trend. We got to continue the love with Jigsaw because the killer, look at this. This man, he's like, oh, I need to find a mask. Where's my mask? Where's the peg? Oink, oink, oink. And then look, he found it. He went searching, he seeked, and he found his own damn mask. Now, this is pretty insane because if there was to be another figure that needs to be released right here, as well as the updates, this figure needs to happen, you guys. NECA, please make it happen, because during this time, keep in mind, this was based off that 5 points of articulation. So really, the only movements you were going to get right there with the figure was within the arms. Yes, the neck does pivot slightly, but these legs, bro, they are pre-posed and none that we were asking for. One thing that we did ask for, though, was that trick or treat. We were looking for the candy, bro, right? Halloween, you go, you collect the damn candy, and who's waiting for you? Your boy Sam. Look at this. Now, keep in mind, it's based off the unmasked version, which in its own right, like, how the hell are you gonna name Sam as the unmasked version? Because last I checked, bro, this guy was on mask, chilling at the school bus until finally the seed of Chucky came to be. Now, this is a thing of beauty, you guys. Now, Bride of Chucky, yeah, she's probably the best mom, I would go ahead and say, but in order for her to call herself a mom, she's gonna be like, oh, my baby, I gotta do up your hair. I'm kidding. This I actually found off eBay land, which I don't believe there's an actual like retailer or specific designer for it. But if you're a Chucky fan, if you want to go ahead and throw it down with the seed, this is the right way to do it up, bro. That is a freaking piece right there in its own right. Next up, we have the Nun. Now, the Nun, yes, another one. She is coming back into the movie scene, but in order to do so, we need the re-release to occur, which I believe it's also late October, early November. I'm going to check the diagram. Turn on that notification bell, you guys. There is a ton more horror action figures that we had to put through the pre-order realm because come October, you guys, every single year, they stack it up. Now, this man, he is literally stacking it up in its own right. Look at this. Look at the scale of this. I'm going to go ahead and grab this ultimate one right here. You can kind of see how he lines up right there alongside. Now, again, if you want to talk about getting into the night realm, this is going to be the figure that you're going to do it up. Like, they did the detail down to the nitty gritty. Look at this, you guys. This is insane. Mezco are doing their own good with their own figures. And this massive, I believe it's based off the 12-inch line, because keep in mind, it's like literally double the size right there. I know his hat is inside the box, but we're literally going to have to go and dig through it in order to get to the rest. Cloth goods right there in the upper half. Freaking love it. Now, one that I love in particular, I mean, yeah, I don't like what she did, because at the end of the day, we weren't asking for it, right? She's like, all right, bro, we got to end this Halloween. It's over. Bang! Let's put him through the grinder, because you know what? That's what happens. That's what the sister does when you make her mad. When you don't open up the can of butter for her, she's like, I gotta cap your ass. I'm gonna send you all the way back to hell. And then finally, anybody that called me a nut will finally declare themselves right there as this monstrosity of Frankenstein. Yes, the monsters are back, but in their own right. And this one is going to hit home right there for anybody that was watching horror back in the good old days. Look, the man sticking out his tongue. He's like, yeah, we got a big box of horror. We got a brand new update within the fig, which is insane. I love the coat. This right here, you can actually play out different scenarios. I'm already playing several different out in my mind, but this is going to be great right there for future custom fix-ups, man. Turn on that notification bell. You don't want to be messing any of this Or right here, Jason, right? This guy, he just keeps coming back. I don't care if you're calling him in a different name, right? Because there was multiple different characters that did play the role, but nothing quite like we're seeing right there with the destruction that was left within the fig shirt, man. Yes, it's not cloth goods, but I think the only way to truly capture all this insane detail, it's gotta be right there with the plastic. Now, check this out. You guys want to talk about doll warfare? This right here is how you do it up, right? You grab Annabelle. She's like, ha, I'm gonna be your favorite doll. And then you got Pennywise right here in miniature version. She's like, nah, man, you can't be taking my place. He pulls out the knife, takes her out, and then it's the match of the year. One man that has been bringing the match of the year for countless times right here. We got the lad from The Conjuring. And this guy, I'm telling you, if you're talking about like someone that sits pretty high in the category of horror tall characters, this has got to be hands down. It's actually a battle between him as well as the Beast of Bray Road. Check this out. We got the Beast making a little comeback special. Now, this one in particular, though, this one is based off the closed mouth. The one that you guys have seen on the channel did have the full-on blast. I think both of them work real well, too, man. And the thing of it is, too, it's kind of funny, right? I was messing around with my accessories, and I'm like, dude, this scan would look perfect up in the wall, right? Let's go ahead and talk about and see if you guys know what we're talking about, right? You go ahead, you go on, you put this man on the wall, and then he comes back to life and cuts your ass up, just like your boy right here. We got the exomorph right there. We have aliens. Yeah. We got mouth on mouth. We got the eyes. Yeah, they're kind of hiding. It is through the actual translucent plastic, but at the end of the day, bro, this right here is pure insanity. The actual tail right there does have the bendy wire, so you can actually articulate it in so many different poses. Next up, we got Jack Me Off. Now, at the end of the day, I had to name him, right? Keep in mind, this zombie right here, yeah, they released it. I believe this was either based off The Walking Dead or it was the video game I Left 4 Dead. I'm gonna go check it out. Nonetheless, his name right now in my figgy box is Jack Me Off. Why? Because the man can't jack himself off. We got the left arm gone, right arm, yeah, partially missing, and then the rest, yeah, you're gonna go ahead and get something else because right here, the only man that's gonna jack you off, it's gonna be this guy. I'm kidding, bro. At the end of the day, though, I have to say that as far as like summertime horror films, this right here, Ghostface, this man is going to be categorized pretty damn high. Cannot wait to see the re-release as to what they're doing before. Now, next up, we got Treehouse of Horror, which I do believe she actually comes with the tiny little bib. It's kind of buried right here underneath the backs. There you go. We got it up, and we're going to insert it because Treehouse of Horror has been brought every single year that The Simpsons have been on TV. But Maggie's like, yeah, I'm going to dump myself right into the Treehouse of Horror, take my head off, and call it a damn day, right? If you guys don't recall these episodes, this was actually based when the aliens were coming through. Now, you got to talk about aliens. We're going to talk about zombies. And we're also going to talk about right here, Ash, the man, built-in chainsaw. Now, yes, Leatherface in his own right. He's got his own chainsaw, which this could be like a chainsaw battle that people would love to see, right? Who wants to see Leatherface against Ash? Which chainsaw would come out ahead? Would it be red or would it be yellow? Clash, clash. We're doing Cross of the Swords because you know who? We got doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. And a lot of people question me in that rumble. It's like, dude, was Jaws an actual participant or did Chucky just go in there with the damn pet? Well, if you go back and check out the film, you're going to know a lot for your answer. And you're going to know that Jaws right there is waiting for your Happy Meal ass at the bottom of the ocean because you haven't hit subscribe yet. Hit subscribe, man. If you guys are stopping by for the first time, don't let Jaws come after you because then Jason Voorhees is going to follow up with this monstrosity. Look at these eyes, bro. I know you guys are seeing those eyes through the mask, but you're not going to see the eyes through the mask unless you take off the mask, right? Now, I love this. This is also based off, I believe it was Mezco. I could be wrong. At the end of the day, we're going to double check it. It could be Mattel. No, it's not Mattel. I think it's NECA. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful damn freaking figure. And at the end of the day, Billy is still going to come down that chimney to deliver them goods, right? Maybe you want horror figs. Maybe you want WWE figs. Maybe you just want figs in general. Or maybe you just want Billy to not take your ass out in the process, right? Because that's usually how it plays out. him as well as Candyman, they've been working in cahoots for years. And today, this is where the wrap-up is going to bring it all, man. I love this. We got Candyman with the Freshly Fresh pants, with the Freshly Fresh jacket, and right next, we got Hannibal. Now, Hannibal's going to get two different looks, you guys. This is freaking so cool. I love this. If you guys haven't seen this, yeah, we're going to have to dig through it because apparently the mask ended up going through. Wait, you know what we could do? We could usually use the exact same mask that we did see right there with Hannibal to get your own Mattel representation, bro. You want to talk about customs? And no, this is not fantasy. Prince Devitt, yeah, he's struggling. But the jacket, the lower extremities, it looks pretty damn solid. I mean, after all, NECA hasn't given us a cloth goods, so NECA, make it happen. We got it with the blue, but we haven't gone with the orange, and I would personally love to see that stretcher making a nice little return. Next up, we have the Mummy. Now, this one is based off NECA. I know the one that you guys saw in the years prior was based off the Diamond Toy Select. They had released one like almost identical. I had like a darker shade, but this one, I feel like it's got more detail, right? We got more shading. We definitely got a lot more going on with this figure. So why the hell now would we not incorporate it? Now, one that we always have to incorporate is that ham and cheese on the double with the meatballs on my pizza, right? That's what you guys think. You go into the whole night realm, right? You're going into sleep and then you're like, oh my gosh, man, I wanted some sausage pizza. And then you got Freddy Krueger seeping through all the meatballs. Yeah, you're going to think twice. Honestly, bro, I used to love sausage pizza up until that movie. Next up, we have another zombie. Now this one though, this is its own monster, bro. Because I think before this guy ended up turning into a zombie, he was already a monster in his own right. I mean, think about it. Wolverine, he could never accomplish his goal, and I don't think he's going to do it up with all that mangled blood gruesomeness that we're seeing on the figure. Even on the back end, too, man. This Sabretooth, pure insanity. I truly love this zombie representation, and I'm pretty sure this is based off the Diamond Select. Next up, we have the Alpha. And I ain't talking about the Alpha that you meet at work, right? Because you guys all know that Alpha. The guy that wants to run his mouth, think he knows everything. No, we are talking about the Predator Alpha. Now, in this go-around, though, unmasked. Which one do you guys prefer better? I don't know. I think both are pretty damn good in their own right. But I think, and when you're talking about like this whole, is it Mogo? Yeah, I'm going to go check it out because these guys, man, they're making like, I'm not going to call them knockoffs, but they are pretty damn close to knockoffs. Articulation, really difficult to get these figures to stand. Really not a fan of that. Next up, we have, oh yes, we have the GameStop exclusive Pennywise with the bloody version, except this go around, you guys, we got him in the spider look, which I gotta say, this is definitely giving a nice little challenge right there in its own right. Which one do you guys like more? You guys like the one right here that was brought in that 2 set right there with Billy? No, not Billy, but you know who I'm talking about. I don't know, man. I feel like the NECA one right here, you're gonna get more points of articulation. This one's gonna do more up for you. Plus that GameStop bloody mouth. Oh, bro, that's a dub right there in its own right. Next up, we got the return of Jaws, except this guy is going to bring his own pins, right? If he's going to go to the shop, he's like, no, don't you damn worry, because I'm losing my head after I've gone through 50, a million, 100. I don't know how many horror figures are in this box, but he's going to stand right there pretty firm as one of the top monsters from this set. I mean, after all, look at the fabric, bro. This is like lady garments in its own right. So why the hell would we not celebrate it? Next up, we have ya boy, jacking me off and Count jacking me off. All right, it is Count Jacula, and he ain't jacking you off, but Pennywise, he's like, yeah, bro, where are you at? You're supposed to be in NECA form. Yes, there is a NECA version, which I got to get my hands up. I haven't found it in the wild. I definitely got to find that one in order to do the side-by-side comparison. Next up, we have Rhino right there in the NECA look right there for your alien look. Dude, this is insane. Posing, you can literally pose this man in so many different ways. He's going to bring so much pleasure when it comes to that whole figure realm. Next up, we got these two massive. We got Frankenstein. No, not Frankenstein. Hold on. This is right here. No. This is not Count Jacula. This one right here. It's based off, I think this is like a 12-inch scale, you guys. Like, looking at its scale right there next to Invisible Man, they got to be easily about 13 to 18 inches tall. I got this monster of a figure right here based off Solomon Grundy, and he stands at about 14 inches. So yeah, that is freaking massive, bro. Like, these, yeah, they're a rare piece, but at the end of the day, you guys wanted to see more. I'm going to tell you, you definitely need to turn on the notification bell because we got monsters right here for days. These are just the beginning pieces. Next up, we got the final 3, right? They are all coming to get you, bro. I'm telling you, you better drop a like if you don't want 7 years of bad luck because not only are the clowns from outer space coming, but you got Jason. And we got the man that has been chilling right there in the court, getting ready to harvest your Happy Meal because you haven't hit subscribe yet. I'm telling you, all the new subscribers, definitely turn on that notification bell, drop a like if you guys want to see what late October future horror films are bringing, because today, oh yeah, they brought quite a bit. We got one giant hill over here. We got one giant hill over there. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Let me know in the comments too, what was your favorite horror monster in the set or of all time? Solomon Grundy, you're standing pretty damn firm with that open heart. Let's do some surgery, bro. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Drop a like, and we'll see you, my friends, on the next one. Yo, where's my damn spaceship at?